Hi, my name is Dreama Bryant Rivas, and this is my reflection over my group leading assignment that I did today. My group was today. I had it at 2 p.m. Central Time over Zoom, and the reason for that was because some of the participants of my group are missionaries and they are living overseas at this moment, and other ones are living in other states. So there really was no way for me to do it in person. So I had, plus me, 5 people, 3 girls that are living in South Africa right now. I had another girl who is a itinerating missionary. She is in the process of raising money to go to the country of Ireland. And then I had planned another girl, but just right before the group started, she messaged me and said that she was not able to get on the call. And she was a missionary going to Wales. I did it by myself. I didn't have a co-leader. And we met for an hour and about 15 minutes. The purpose of my group really was just for encouragement. These girls, all women, are either missionaries right now, had been missionary as myself, or in the process of going back to the field. And so I just thought that since we had this common link and we had been friends for a long time, did mission trips together, just had that commonality, that it would just be good to get on and encourage each other, talk about just different highs and lows we've experienced, and just spend some time together. And I think it went really well. To be honest, I was nervous about this project. I've never led a group before. This was all very new to me. So I felt a little intimidated by it. And to be frank, I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, but actually I really did. I really enjoyed just the camaraderie, the chatting, the talking, just being in a group with people who understand and who can understand where you're coming from. So I really did enjoy it. I think the group, maybe it was easier because we have all known each other, so there really wasn't that awkwardness that I was expecting. When I started the group, I did do introductions. Even though we do know each other, I thought it was just good to practice that. So we started with introductions, and then I explained my purpose, which I explained just a minute ago, and just how I want to be light and just a enjoyable time. And so I think setting the tone from the beginning, wasn't a lot of pressure, it wasn't heavy topics, and so maybe that just encouraged everyone to be more engaged. I really didn't have a problem with anyone not wanting to chat, not wanting to talk. So I started with the round after introductions. I asked the question, what was maybe the greatest challenge you've experienced on the field, whether in ministry or just in culture, anything that they have maybe experienced, maybe just being away from family, anything like that. And so I went first just because I wanted to give them some time to think, because I didn't pre-warn them of what the topics would be. And so I went first, and then from there I just kind of went around. If maybe no one was going to talk, I just kind of chose someone that I felt looked pretty engaged and kind of ready to talk, but maybe they were just a little bit intimidated. And so I did choose people, and after that it went, everyone felt more comfortable sharing. I liked the rounds because I think just already having that question in their mind, not having to come up with something off the top of their head, but just having that question, it kind of gives you a talking points and kind of like a direction of the conversation. So I really do like rounds. I wasn't able to do any type of dyads or anything like that just because we were on a Zoom call. I think I would really like to do dyads, just 2-on-2 or whatever, or 1-on-1. If I was in person, I think just the even smaller groups or 2 people would be even more helpful. But again, being over the internet, that doesn't seem very easy. So each person did share. I told them, between 5 and 7 minutes, and that worked really well. Actually, some were shorter just because they kind of got what they had to say. I didn't really have any problem with anyone going overtime. They were just kind of to the point. And As they were talking, I was kind of looking at everyone else and just seeing who was kind of maybe nodding their head or whatever, and who was really engaged. And so I did, when someone was nodding their head, I kind of asked them, like, do they have any input or anything? And then after that round, I did another one because it went really well. And so, and I didn't want to do too many exercises because I was trying to keep it about an hour and 15. I just had some girls that were in South Africa. They were many hours ahead, so it was 10 o'clock at night where they were, so I didn't want to keep them up too late. And so my second round was, what was your greatest joy that you've experienced just in ministry on the mission field? And that one went really well. Not that the other one didn't, but just talking about, happy things, funny things I've experienced. I just given them a lot of joy with the culture that they're working in. They really liked that one. I didn't have really any problem getting anyone to be engaged. Let's see. Maybe for myself, what I could have done better, because we are all know each other, I think maybe at times we went a little off track, just, catching up, talking, maybe I could have done a little bit better of reining everyone back in. I did that once or twice, but probably could have done a bit better to stay on topic. Maybe next time. This is my first time, so just still learning. So other than that, I think it went really, really well, better than I thought it was going to go. And actually, I think I would even maybe like to continue this group before we got off the call. They said they really enjoyed it, and they're like, maybe we can, do this again. This has been so helpful, and I think that made it all worth it, even through my being nervous and being scared, just knowing that they felt heard and felt encouraged. I think that was really, really good. So I enjoyed my experience. I'd even like to do it maybe in person, and it's kind of hard when you're working with missionaries. But even a support group similar to this, I really seem like I like the women in ministry. I feel like that's a really good group, because that's always, you don't really get that camaraderie so easily, knowing how, you feel and how others are feeling the same. Actually, when I was on the call and we were talking about some of the challenges that we faced, the other girls were like, wow, I didn't know anyone else have felt this way, or I felt this way. And, when I was talking about my experience, they're like, I felt that way too. So that was really, I think, helpful for all of us, just that feeling of being understood. So I do probably need to just keep doing this because it's nerve-wracking, but I think I found something that I enjoyed that I didn't know that I was going to. So I'm thankful for this assignment. Okay, thank you.